Hello, children, how are you? My name is Auntie Chisova. Welcome to another series of our Children Bible lesson. In the last series, we learned about love, loving our neighbors as we love ourselves. And we also learned about the story of the Good Samaritan. Today, we're going to be learning about the heart of forgiveness. You see, John, one of the three close disciples of Jesus, wrote this in the book of 1 John chapter 3 verse 18. He said, "My little children, let us not love in words and in speech, but in deeds and in truth." Meaning that let us really love people from our hearts. Peter, another disciple that was very close to Jesus, came to Jesus and asked him, "How many times does my brother have to sin before I forgive him? In a day? Seven times
Seven
seven?"
times.
And Jesus said, "No, 77 times 7 times in one day." Wow. Can anybody offend anyone 77 times 7 times in a day? I don't think so. And Jesus began to tell Peter, the remaining disciples, and all of us here today this story called the parable of the unforgiving servant. There was a king, he had lots of servants. And one day he decided that all of them should come and do an audit of everything that he had given them. And this particular servant came and he was owing the king 1,000 talents, which was a huge amount of money. And the king was angry and said, "Since you don't have my money to give me, I'm going to sell you, I'm going to sell your wife, I'm going to sell your children, I'm going to sell everything that you owe." And this man fell on the ground and began to cry and was lying down and saying, "Please forgive me. I don't have the money to pay you right now." And the king had mercy and compassion and he pitied him and said, "Go." As soon as the servant left the king and he went out, he saw another servant who was owing him a little amount of money, 10 denaries. And he seized the servant and grabbed him on his neck and choked him, and he fell down and he told it, "Pay me my money." And the servant said the same words that this servant told the king. "Please, I don't have money to pay you. Give me time and I will pay you." And he wouldn't listen, and he dragged the servant and threw him into the prison. And the servants who were around, who saw what happened, who remembered that the master, who was the king, just forgave you, he couldn't forgive this man, went to the king and told the king. And when the king heard it, the king was very angry and he said, "I forgive you, and you couldn't forgive this other servant. Okay, you know what's going to happen? Throw him in prison also." So the servant was thrown into the prison. And Jesus said, "That is how my heavenly Father would treat you if you do not forgive." You see, when you don't forgive, you are walking in darkness. And you know, when it is dark and there is no light and you're walking around, what happens? It's easy for you to trip and fall. We don't want to fall down, neither do we want to get injured in life. And that is why we have to forgive. Ask Jesus today to give you a heart of forgiveness, to teach you how you forgive.